bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time.
Morning.
It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to be back. We've not been out on the boat for a proper trip since we brought it into our winter mooring, which was last November. So we're just going to take her out for a trip today with some friends, and it's really nice to be back here. We have come up here quite a lot over the winter, and we've been working through a long list of maintenance things that one always has to do, and we've nearly got to the end of that now. He's been doing some more carpentry at home, and he's been working on this curved door which we needed to go in front of the freezer on the boat. And I've been busy working in my studio, getting ready for my open house exhibition in the Brighton Festival this year. And I've been looking at lock gate gardens, you know, those beautiful hanging gardens that you see when you're waiting for the lock to fill. And this is my rendition of one. It's obviously a portion, and it's made with wood and clay. It's a very frosty and icy morning today. It was only 5 degrees when I got up this morning. Oops, door stuck. There we go. You can see how much frost there is on the boats around. But it's a beautiful day, and that will clear soon. I'm going to swab down the decks and the roof this morning as well, once it's warmed up a bit. And then we're going to go off to Guildford. We went down to the pub last night for a game of bar billiards, so we didn't warm the boat up much before we went to bed. So yeah, it was only 5 when I got up this morning at 6:30, but we put our noisy old Hurricane heater on and got it up to a toasty 12 degrees now, and it's feeling quite nice actually. We don't want to get the stove going because we've got to take the chimney off to get under the first bridge, which is a really low one. I think we're probably the only people in the country that have not had much rain this winter, and the River Wey is running quite low at the moment, so we shouldn't have to take off our solar panel mounts, although Henry may take the front ones off just in case. But it, you know, it makes it easier in a way. We don't have to worry. After Storm Eunice last week, there have been trees down in the river, but we're only going about 5 miles, and I think they're all cleared, and if they're not cleared, apparently we can get around them, so we shall see how it goes. It's really exciting to be going out again. It's I'm sure lots of you feel the same that have been in winter moorings. Spring is springing, and thoughts of travel come with every sunny day. Well, we made it up to Guildford yesterday, and I was showing 3 people how to drive the boat, so we couldn't get any filming done. But we came up to... Hello, Henry. Henry's just been to get the Sunday paper for me. Anyway, we came up with the flow of the river, and we moored up on the meadows at Guildford. And it's just amazing here. The dawn was pouring in through our portholes this morning. Such a nice way to wake up. So we're now waiting on a couple of other friends who are going to go back down the river with us. So we're going into a southeasterly, slightly chilly breeze. I have to say, all these rowers have been out here since about 7 o'clock this morning, and it's quite chilly. So they're obviously really keen, and there's hundreds of them, so I think it's because it's a Sunday, so we're going to have to be really careful going back that we don't hit anybody. Anyway, it's been lovely being back on the boat. It's so nice after the winter, and I'm going to film the short section from here back down to Godalming and put it on a time lapse because it's just so pretty. Lovely. Before we go off down the river, I just want to show you these water meadows and how they used to work. So in medieval times, this new method of farming came over from Europe, and this whole meadow here would be flooded in January with a series of these little gates here and lots of channels that ran up through the meadow, and they would keep the grass submerged through the really cold part of the year so that it was ready to grow very early, and then they could put the sheep out on it. And then once the sheep came in, they'd be able to keep it growing and do an early harvest and then grow another crop or put cattle back on it. And as well as the water coming in from the river, all the silt would fall onto the land, so it kept it very rich. So they'd get a double crop a year, one way or another. Really clever system. Nowadays, of course, they don't do that anymore, but it's been left as a wildlife haven. We saw deer on it last night. Very popular with the locals. And it is beautiful here. So that's the water meadows and how they worked. Right. Moored straight across the corner after grounding it. So now I know you wouldn't normally moor like this, but it's deep enough here and we're only going to be half an hour. So at the top of this hill is an old nunnery, St. Catherine's, I think. Is it St. Catherine's, Roy? So we're going to go and check it out.
Well, it's running through sand, isn't it? So it's probably pretty,
So this is St. Catherine's Chapel, built in the 14th century, and the chap who built it very cleverly got a 5-day licence for a fair to be held with it once a year, making him a lot of money. Piety and profit seemed to go hand in hand in the medieval times. And this is St. Catherine's Beach, popular in the summer but used mainly by dogs today. Oh my god, they're all going in now. can't, yeah, you can't take your eye off it for a moment. It slides off. We zigzagged all the time for the first couple of days. Well, that's it for our first video of the year. Not a very exciting one, but we're just exuberant to be out again, so I hope it entertained you a bit. We're leaving our winter moorings very soon, and I'll let you know what we'll be up to then. A busy couple of months ahead. Bye for now.
No,
It's fine, I'm just sliding
yeah, you got it down to quite out here, Brad.
Thanks for that. We didn't want to confuse you. Didn't want to suddenly turn left and squash you.